Hi, Tracy Lewis from Stuff and Things. Today I'm going to work on a project to take my second set of Distress Oxide inks. I bought the summer set after I had such good luck with the first set. And I have all the pieces together today to actually put them in their cubes and create my index cards. I did these at the retreat and I didn't get a chance to video it because there was too much going on there at the retreat to do so. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to do, and then I'm going to go away and do it. We'll look at how it compares to my first set. So this is my first set of the first 12. This is Spiced Marmalade. So I have my white gel pen. These are a ink that works on both dark cardstock and light cardstock. I actually created 1-inch squares. They also have a unoxidized state and then an oxidized state, and the oxidized state happens when you spray it with water. So this first page here shows the dark and the white. It shows it with an outline stamp as well as a solid silhouette stamp. On the inside here is what it looks like when it's been treated with water, and I'm going to build all of these out, and then this is what the cube looks like when it has been inked. So I have my set of 12 brand new pristine clean cubes. I get these from Stampin' Up. They're called Stampin' Spots, and it's the best price I have found for them, and they're a good quality 1-inch cube. Not all 1-inch cubes are the same. Definitely I have found that the quality varies. I do not have the stamps that I used at the retreat because these are the Oh So Succulent Stampin' Up stamps, and I gave those to my mom because I had to purge my stamps because I had too many for RV storage. So remember, the reason why I'm going with 1-inch cubes is because I live in a fifth wheel trailer and I don't have room for the full-sized stamp pads. So my new stamps I'm going to use, I picked these for some lines as well as the solid, and this is a quick stamp I did just for testing to see if I like it. So I think that will work, and I'm going to let you guys go so I can get started, and I'll come back with the finished product. Alright, I'm back for a mid-process checkup and to go over some details of what exactly materials I use to put these things together. So I'm working on 3 colors with the double sheets, and I have finished one. So this one is the Abandoned Coral, taped together. I wanted to go over the tapes that I use. I actually use a tear tape. It's called Sookwang Scrappy Tape. I use the 1/4 inch and I tear it off. I use it for both the white on the black and for applying the black. You can see I used 2 strips of the 1/4 inch tear and tape, paper tape, whatever you want to call it. And it is a tape that is used for like 3D elements or like albums that get opened and closed a lot and have moving parts. So it's a stickier tape than your typical tape, and then I do use a very small piece of Scotch tape and I trim off. I actually only tape on the top, you can see here just a little tiny bit, and then I let it fold over along the back before I put on, you can actually see the Scotch and the scrappy tape. So that is a mid-process assembly update, and I'm going to get back to work here to try to finish this all up. Last one here, taping it together, and then I'll show you what everything looks like, and then I have a couple more points to bring up. So I know this all seems very tedious, but I like to be very organized, and I try to think of what kind of information do I need to know in the future, that once I put these all together, that information is gone forever. So I realized that this is actually set number 2, and when shopping for these online, I actually had to specify set number 2. So what I actually decided was to make sure that set number 1 and set number 2 were labeled separately so that I know which ones came from where. It might be that eventually, if I ever own them all, then knowing what sets they're in is no longer important, and then I can just sort them in color order, for instance. Alright, so this last one is together. I'm going to put it in the box. I'm going to show you what I did is I relabeled Oxide, Oxide 1. And this one is Oxide 2. And on each of the reinkers, I actually have a little number 2. And then I put number 1 for the first set. And that, you can see I made a little bit of a mess here. I've got some art. Sometimes you got to be ready for a mess, so definitely make sure you do any inking onto cubes with some paper and have napkins handy. And hopefully you find this helpful for space-saving strategies, whether you live in a small house or you live in an RV. And I thank you very much for watching.